about 15 or 20 years ago, when satellite radio was just becoming really popular and everybody was paying for Sirius radio or something like that, our local radio station announced that they were bringing an FM station to town. And I kind of wondered, well, how is that going to work? Why would they create a new station here when people could go, and order up anything they wanted? Thousands of channels of music from anywhere in the world. Why would this company invest in a FM station in Estevan, Saskatchewan? I went to the grand opening, and the general manager got up and he said this. He said, "I know people can get music anywhere they want. Music is easily found. What isn't easily found is local news, local weather, local sports, local stories. While we can't bring in unique music, we can bring the community." I thought that was a really interesting comment because he understood what they were trying to do. He understood what their strength was. You see, people need community. People need to be connected to one another. That's why people join garden groups. That's why people join car clubs. That's why people join stock car clubs. That's why people join book clubs, because they want to be part of something together. We become very lonely, and we lose something when we're all by ourselves all the time. Spiritually, that's true too. There are some people who believe that they can be spiritual on their own, that they really don't need the church, they really don't need anybody else, they really don't need any connection to anyone. But yet, we lose something when we're not connected to one another. We lose something when we're not part of a community. As the church began to grow, we read at the end of Acts chapter 2, it says, "All the believers were together and had everything in common. Selling their possessions and their goods, they gave to anyone who had need. Every day they continued to meet together in the temple courts. They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts, praising God and enjoying favor of all the people." They ate together, they taught one another, they encouraged each other, they spent time together. They were a community. I think in this time when people are starting to struggle and when people feel sort of isolated because of the things that are going on, community is that much more important. We need to be connected to our local communities and to our friends and to the things that we have invested in previously. But maybe you're starting to feel like you need to be connected to a spiritual community as well. If that's the case, know that the church is always open. We're always waiting, you're always welcome. Spiritual growth happens in communities, just like every other type of growth. You can get a lot of things in a lot of places, but you can only get community when we're together. We need to value togetherness.